You're on.
All right, thank you guys, everybody. We appreciate your time and attention. We are Bobble Facts. My name is Parker.
My name is Max. My name is Elliot.
Ines.
And Killian.
Today we're going to talk to you about why Donald Trump stinks. So to briefly run through this, we're basically going to start off by talking about the problem and then the solution we'd like to address, move into why we think we can do it the way that we have, and then we can get to a prototype demonstrating how we think we can do that as a business.
So first we're going to see the problems. So we all know that Donald Trump sucks. Since he won the elections, people keep protesting in the streets with anger. Every day there's new scandal and new strikes against his sexism, misogyny, racism, and so many other things. On one hand, people don't want to listen to their president craziness, but on the other hand, they need to stay informed about his political decisions and especially his lies about it. The citizens need a way to express their anger and their resistance, but not in a violent way like Trump would do. So our solution is how we found the idea to create a bobblehead on Donald Trump effigy, which is of course distorted in a caricatured way. We added a little contour at the base that is made to keep a record of each fake information Donald Trump could mention during any speech interview. This combines enough humor with important information to give people what they need.
Let's go briefly about the market. So Donald Trump has and is still pissing off millions of people. Obviously, the United States is the most impacted area, but it's not the only one. All over the world, people are offended by what he's saying, what he's doing. So millions, maybe even billions of people don't accept the fact that he became president of the United States. They're not only upset, but they're afraid of what he can do, what he would maybe do. So all over the world, the level of frustration are rising. So on these pictures, you can see various reasons why people are protesting against Donald Trump. And that's not only in the United States. They're protesting about his racism, about his sexism, but also because he's a threat to the American culture and a way of life. So, this is a very wide market. I mean, if we don't pick any specific target, there is millions of people that would buy it. But we wanted to narrow it down. It seems like our first customer would be. So obviously it most likely to be a woman, because in the past Donald Trump has shown a lot of disrespect to women. Also, most likely to become from a minority. It could be a race, or sexual orientation, or religion. But it also might come from a middle or lower class, and be a young active or college student from our region, And finally, we believe that she's going to be someone that is very active on social media and that is not afraid to share their belief or opinion. So we all know that politics and religions are the go-to subject if you want to. I mean, if you want not to speak to your family or friends for a couple of weeks, that's a good solution to avoid that. For instance, if you avoid murder, that would be a good solution. So this is a subject that brings a lot of personal belief, and those beliefs create strong emotions. So we believe that we created a product that could be very viral because it raises emotions, and it could spread very rapidly through social media. That's why our go-to-market strategy, we rely on endorsement deals towards famous people on various sectors of activity. We will unpick them because we want them to be very active on social media, and we want them to be people that are going to share their opinion and their belief. So there might be athletes, there might be artists, there might be politicians, or even hosts of TV shows. But honestly, the best thing that could happen to us is if Donald Trump or his supporters start complaining about our product and say how stupid and ridiculous this is. That might be the best advertising we could get.
So how do we make the money? So we make money by selling our main product, which is a connecting bobblehead that we sell $30. So it will be available on our website in order to sell it worldwide. As Elliot said, anti-Trump strength exists all over the world. So we sell it on each continent. This product is created with a 3D printer and connected via Bluetooth in order to update the integrated Trump page control. Then we integrate at the bottom and is updated complete each Trump light, each times Trump light. At the beginning, we are going to produce this product on your order. And when our product will be more famous, we start producing it in greater quantity. So this product will also be declined in different bubble heads, which are gonna follow the actuality. For example, it can be, I don't know, Trump playing golf, throwing a chin on his side, depending on what Trump will do, and according to our target. Storage product will sell a code, which will be delivered to the customer, and he can go on our website in the donation part, that will see after, and put this code, and the donation will be made for a charity association. So for the competition on this market, there is no real direct competition, but there are a lot of indirect competition. Indeed, the anti-Trump trend is very strong, and especially on the internet, so it inspired a lot of people to do a lot of things and create a lot of things. So many anti-Trump websites exist, but they are more this time to bring people together against Trump, and to like reunite people that want to protest and that want Trump gone. So it can be Trump or Trump.af. Those websites are not selling anything, but they are just trying to reunite people against Trump. And then we have another indirect competition with some other overhead that are not at all what we do, because they don't show respect, they don't show the serious that we do, they don't have any site web to support it. So none of them are offering the combinations that we offer between a ridiculous way to mock Trump, while staying in the respect on the serious issues in the site. So on this changeable and dynamic market, those demarcations from our competitors will allow us to be the only company to offer the combination.
So this is our website prototype. These represent all the headings on our website. So if you click those, they'll take you to a separate page. Also, we have our buy now, so where we would have our bobbleheads for sale, a search menu, and also we added a like count on top of our website. So there's another resource where you can keep track of how many lies he's told so far. So, like I said, this is like one of the headings on our website, so it'll take you to another page. So this is our not fake news. We post articles of lies that he has said. So these are a couple of examples, like the second bullet. It's very familiar territory in news conferences because we used to give them on an almost daily basis. And this was wrong. His last news conference was in July 27th. And then we also want to add comments on the bottom of our page of our not fake news. So just people who visit our site can comment what they think about the articles that they've read so far. And also this is another part of our website, recent posts, just what we've done as a group. So like for example with the 3D printer, just creating a way to express our anger, just the development of the bobblehead and our prototype. So, and this is our social media profile. It's our Facebook page. We felt that Facebook is our main go-to for social media because we feel it's the easiest way to interact with our followers. We've reached 30 followers so far, and also we have a Twitter page, but we use that mostly to reach out to celebrities to try to hope that they can share our bubble.
Thank you to the French people who liked our page, because enough of you liked it that it is now in French. So, we do appreciate it. So what are we doing for our prototype? Well, unfortunately, our experience with the 3D printer was unsuccessful, and given the timeliness of it, we haven't been able to move forward in the way that we had hoped. However, if it had gone as we'd hoped, what you see on the left is a free-to-print model of a penguin that we got through the MOD-T website, which is the 3D printer that we have here at the CCOB bit. Our plan was to cut off the beak, kind of like, imagine this was 3D, we would slice it off, and then we had do-it-yourself plastic mold material that we were going to mold into the face. His droopy fat body would have stayed exactly the same. And then what we would have liked to have done with the one on the right, this is a dashboard hula hoop clock. On the bottom, what that is a clock that tells the time. We would have removed the Boo Girl, placed it at the bottom, and used it to demonstrate the concept of where the counters would be. So this would be where you would go to see the amount of lies Donald Trump has done, which again links back to the website. Thank you guys very much for your time. I really appreciate it, and we'd love to have your questions.
So is your competition also the companies that make bobbleheads that support Trump?
No. Again, we don't really have direct competitors. So if you were to ask us what we define our industry as, it's political satire. So anything that appeals to that sort of emotion of wanting to laugh at a politician is sort of in the same category. But given the very bipolar or bipartisan nature of our political system, we don't think that those that are favorable mesh with the customer groups that would be attracted by those that are unfavorable. And to be honest, if they did, we wouldn't mind. If you buy a bobblehead of ours because you want to burn it and talk about how stupid you think our product is, please, I will happily spend your $30. It's not a problem. But we don't see that over there.
I was just going to say, you think that counter's big enough?
You know, so the reason why I brought this in instead of the actual one that I have was because I already ripped apart the one that I had and actually lost the base. So it's actually a lot bigger.
Right.
It was about the size, if you think of like a coffee mug, something like this. So it has a nice wide base. This was a stock photo that I found off the internet. It represents the same concept, it wasn't exactly the same. I really wish I had had it, but to be honest, when we went and had the issues with the printer after I had broken everything apart, got ready, and it didn't work,
Yeah.
I was a little frustrated.
Right.
So I just sort of let it be, and it got lost in the house. So.
I hear you.
You talked a lot about using like one of your main go-to-market strategies to like gear towards celebrities mostly. And why don't you just like why are you so focused on that instead of like?
This is what I would consider.
Because like there's huge potential for viral marketing.
There is.
and all that.
My theory behind it is that the biggest value that this delivers is actually its social currency. Our emphasis as a product is that we want to provide information and humor, but what this really will do for you as an individual in your life is give you a talking piece and have something physical to demonstrate where you stand on the issue. And although we do think that we could go through with the viral marketing, the idea of selling somebody information isn't as potent. If you want to know what Donald Trump's up to, go to PolitiFact.com. They'll tell you. But they're not going to make you laugh, and they're not going to give you a bobblehead that's going to tell your friends how you feel. So it's the social currency. And what we'd like to do is we'd like to have these powerful figures use it because we think that their ability to influence the modern media, both through social media or just through their own personal opinions and sharing that into the ether, that is going to create the traction we want. Because we're not looking to get 10 people, we're not looking to get 100 people. I would like this to be in billions in terms of sales, because again, this is truly a viral product, but it's a global issue. So we'd like to take it up.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
What happens if Trump gets impeached here pretty soon?
Man, then I'm gonna go home and sleep happy. I'll dissolve this business and rest Absolutely. So if any of you guys would like to get Donald Trump impeached, I will happily put myself out of business. But realistically, what would happen then, if, so jokes aside, is I'd start ripping on the rest of his cabinet. You can't impeach everybody, and there's enough people in there to make fun of that business will be good for a while. Yeah, you know what? I think that if we could get, I forget her name, but the woman from Saturday Night Live who does his imitation, if we could get her to
Melissa
do a video
McCarthy.
and a bobblehead, this would sell itself. Which, we've looked into the possibility of expanding. We even mentioned how in the future our plan is to create these new bobbleheads so that we can reinvigorate people's passion for this concept. But for right now, we'd like to focus on the minimal viable product, which is something of Donald Trump.
I don't know if you guys saw, but literally like last Saturday they just had like a, I don't know what you call them, but the dolls that like open up like multiple times. Times. They
Oh,
just had
yeah.
one.
Oh, the Russian
Yeah, the
dolls,
Russian-
yeah.
And-
They just had one
Mhm.
of Donald Trump,
Yes.
and I thought we were.
And you know,
this is that.
we've done a lot of market research in terms of finding these, how would I say it, visuals. This industry has existed for a long time. There's been some for Obama, going back as far as Bush. There were, this isn't a new concept, but the true uniqueness of our product here is that we'd like to combine the information that technology can provide with the humor that these bobbleheads create. Because again, I think that there's a lot of people that share this issue where, you know, I myself personally, I consider myself avidly aware of the political situation, but it's hard to look at these days. So it's, as I'd say, a spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down.
Now, I know it's safe to say that the people that purchase your product really dislike Trump, and therefore would like psychologically be uncomfortable staring at his face. So I wanted to ask if you considered having some feature on the prototype that has like a, you know, like a brown bag that would cover his face.
You know, as much as I would enjoy that concept, we do want our product to be visible. So we didn't have the, you know what, let me, okay. So sort of how you see him over here on the top left, we want something that is very clearly cartoonish.
Okay.
We don't want this to be realistic in any way, because God forbid I have to make his hair onto this bobblehead. What we really want to do is we want it to be something, not that you would laugh at in a disrespectful way. You know, that's why we don't want tiny dick Trumps. That is not the type of emotional response. But kind of like a, what an idiot, you know?
Okay.
That sort of, what do I refer to this? Blase discontent, where you're like, you're really not happy with it, but you're kind of just going to scoff it off and move on with your day. So that's going to come with our artistic design. And you're absolutely right, that's something that we've looked into, but you know, we do want the product to be visible. That's part of the social branding that we want to create. When you buy it, you know, you put it there not because you want everyone to see Donald Trump. You put it there because you want everyone to see that this is how you think about it.
All right, very good.